What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome for another mythic run on my Resto Druid. I'm going to be doing this at normal speed, no 2 times speed. So it's going to be a lengthy video, but it's going to be a mythic plus 17, and I'm on my Resto Druid. I always stack here, just so that pup right there doesn't charge at me and hit me. Also, if you stack on the tank this week, you didn't have the explosions underneath you, so you got to just chill. As you can see, the range is getting hit by the explosions. Damage-wise, our damage was decent. The Hunter was a little lagging, and for some reason, the Shadow Priest took a shitload of damage coming up. The tank did a good job here, keeping the pools from under the DPS, which was nice. As you can see, I'm throwing up dots as much as I can, healing up the tank as much as I can, throwing up my hots on everybody. And yeah, everything's starting to burn pretty well. The tank took him down the other side. Perfect, no issues there. I'm trying to find the Demon Hunter because he's super low health, and he's down here attacking this guy, so he wasn't even attacking the Mind Flays. I have an issue with that. All 3 DPS need to attack the Mind Flays if you're doing this place through the obelisk. Yeah, there's no reason those Mind Flays. The longer the Mind Flays stay up, the more purple pools are up there, and the more damage everyone's going to take. The only chance you have of wiping during that pool is if the purple pools take up everywhere, and you got to take the Mind Flays to a different area so they spawn underneath you. Right here, I normally just run down and get far away, so there's not going to be a pool under them. The Hunter had a pool under him. I put that down there. My efflorescence for Spring Blossom, and just so everyone's going to run through there to get down the thing. So I wish I would have put more hots on the tank before he went through, but he went through just fine. I also have Iron Bark if I need, Barskin if I need it. No, Iron Bark. I always think I say it wrong. Is it Barskin? No, Iron Bark. Yeah, I just used Iron Bark. Like I said, these people, I don't know what's up with the DPS, but they take a shit ton of damage. Yeah, it's very weird how much damage these guys actually take. And it kind of drug me up the wall how much damage they take. This week there's this week. There's 2 stealth guys that the tank just went and got. I've only seen them on, I think, plus 16 and higher. Plus 15, I don't believe they're there. But yeah, just healing up. Probably gonna have to drink before the boss fight. Just hotting everybody up, and I should be drinking now. Here comes the drink. This boss is super simple. Just don't hit the one with electric shield on it, or lightning shield, sorry. So this guy doesn't have lightning shield. He's the one we need to target first. Somehow the Demon Hunter takes a shit ton of damage just because he's doing most of his moves are AoE and they're hitting the other person. Putting hots up, DPSing as much as I can. I got the little thing around me, so I go in the edge here. I go bear form, so I take less damage. And yeah, you just stay on this guy until he gets lightning shield. As soon as he gets lightning shield, you're going to switch to the other guy. Right there is normally the one time I pop Tranquility, which I'm going to go ahead and pop. Everyone gets low at that point when he does that AoE bullshit. So yeah. Putting their fluorescence back on the ground. We need to switch to the other guy now. So Shadow Priest still has his dots on the guy with lightning shield, so I understand why the Shadow Priest is taking damage. I was hoping we could get a kill before it switched, but we didn't for some reason. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm trying to get as much damage as I can out. Lightning shield just switched, so it's time to jump on this guy. And re-hotting everybody up. Mana-wise, I'm fine. There's not really a big issue. I'm just trying to keep my hots up and my dots up. Demon Hunter takes a lot of damage there. We switch since that one just died, but this guy still has lightning shield, so the DPS are going to take a lot of damage hitting this guy before the lightning shield falls off. Just a heads up, wait till the lightning shield falls off, unless you have a really good healer. That can keep you alive because you basically kill yourself. But yeah, sticking on them, no big issues here. Here comes another gust. It doesn't really affect you as long as you put yourself in this corner. The gust only really hurts you if you're on the other side and he blows you into one of the other mobs over there, and then you're gonna wipe just because you're dumb and you stood on the wrong side. But staying on this side, you don't really have to worry about the gusts. There's my yawn for this video. And he's going down, so they're going ahead and running quick. I've seen a lot of tanks, if the tank is a stealthy, like a druid. I guess that's the only stealthy tank. You go through the obelisk here, the tank will go down there, miss this pat, and go through the obelisk, and you don't have to worry about getting hit by this shit. But as long as you're not retarded or have a shitty computer, you shouldn't be hit by stuff on this bridge. Tank should pull him out and keep pulling him all the way through. That way no one's getting hit. But yeah, he's going to go down really fast. Mana-wise, doing pretty good. And DPSing as much as I can, keeping my hots up, putting efflorescence down. I normally Solar Wrath when I don't need a heal. So getting some Solar Wraths out there. They're critting for 30k, 29.1k, whatever. So it's not bad. Trying to put a dot or hot or two on the tank before he runs through. He goes through pretty quick. And yeah. So the best thing about being a druid is I have travel form, which I can run straight through those red little orbs without no worries. No one should be in that circle getting hit. If you're that dumb, we have issues. Trying to heal up the hunter who was taking damage somehow. I know he has self heals. He's a beastmaster, so don't know what's going on there. Getting out of my corruption circle. He's going to do a spirit breaker or dark fury here. I don't know why I called it spirit breaker, but he's doing a dark fury there. Don't really need to kill him right now. If you want to throw up some dots on him until he comes down, that works. But yeah, no real issues here. I believe this tank pulls an absolute shitload coming up. I think we wipe, actually, if I remember correctly. I don't know if I remember correctly or not. But trying to heal him up, keep my hots on him. He's got 5 hots on him. He's going to be doing okay. I'll put that under him. Spring Blossoms will give him another hot. And with my mastery, he should be fine. I'm running 30% crit, 30% haste, 14% mastery. And then my versatility is like 6 or 7. It's pretty low. Percent-wise. But yeah, so this tank kind of just keeps going. I don't understand why. He must have a lot of faith in me. The issue I have with it is, for some reason, everyone's getting hit by the toxic spray. So I try to dispel and heal the people with the toxic spray, but like that demon hunter that keeps getting hit by the toxic spray. So I go to heal him, and by the time I get back to the tank, he's dead. It's just stupid. There's no earthly reason to pull that damn much. You literally just pulled 75% of this place for no reason. So we wipe. It was just stupid. You can't pull that many toxic sprays and expect to live through it. So yeah, too many people getting hit by the toxic sprays. I typed that out. If the people ran right back into it, they're gonna die. That's just all there is to it. The good thing is I'm druid, so my run back doesn't take that long. And I hope we killed the first mob when you come out of the obelisk portal. So we'll find out. But yeah, we wiped there. I think the hunter feigned death, so he didn't die twice. And yeah, the tank went down. So we have 4 deaths. Yeah. So now it's time to run through. Go ahead and travel form. Everybody's in here running through. Tank staying dead, I'll just res him when I get there. There's no big issues there. So we did have a full wipe. Not a full wipe, but tank died twice. Hunter just feigned death, which was nice. He just pulled too much. 3 or 4, I understand. Pulling 75% of this room for some stupid ass reason, I don't understand. Especially when you have a demon hunter who can't get out of the way of the spray. So somebody was going to die. I should have healed the tank. That was my fault over the demon hunter and just let the demon hunter die. But so I'm going through. Hopefully there's nothing there. I'm going to throw a regrowth on the hunter just to try to heal him up a little bit. And then I'm going to res the tank. As you see, we only have 5 left. 6 or 7? Maybe 5. I don't even know. I'm going to heal him up. Efflorescence down under everybody so everybody can get some heals. I go ahead and eat so I can get my food buff. I believe I'm running the food buff for 93% mastery. The tank, I don't know what the tank's doing, but we get this one pull, and then he pulls the big guy, and then he pulls that. So we're at 5 now, which 5 isn't bad. It's a lot better than, I think we had 8 or 9 the first time. Again, the fucking demon hunter gets hit by the spray. It's just like, what the, dude, what are you doing? He sprays in one direction. Get out of the way of the spray. So I should be dispelling the tank here soon, which I do. The hunter gets hit by something. I don't even know what he got hit by. The tank is doing a good job. kind of peeling and making a move and stuff. It's just the fucking Demon Hunter just got hit by the spray again. I think the Demon Hunter gets hit by the spray every single time. And if you're a DPS wondering why a healer is bitching about healing, there's a reason. You shouldn't get hit by that shit. We wiped because you got hit by the spray twice. That's how that happened. Plus the tank got hit by the spray twice, but he's supposed to get hit by the spray. He's the tank. I get hit by the spray here because the tank just brought him straight to me. I should have saw it and got out the way. But, yeah. So, there's that. But healing up, I'm going to have to drink before the boss. Time-wise, we're doing good. DPS-wise, we're doing okay. Healing-wise, should be doing okay. I should dispel him there, which I did. Fucking Shadow Priest just doesn't move from these explosions under him. Almost dies from the explosions that are the big orange things underneath you. Some people just like to stand in fire. Hey, do your thing. I'll try to heal you the best I can. So, yeah. Gonna drink. We're gonna pull this boss. This boss is pretty simple. Unless you do dumb shit, which I think I do dumb shit. I actually think I die on this boss because I'm trying to heal and I'm not paying attention to the blind. When you get the snakes around you, you'll see it come up right there. A knot of snakes. All you gotta do is stun it. One stun, and it's off. You don't have to worry about DPSing it. You don't have to worry about anything. Just put one stun on it, and it immediately falls off, and you can go back to DPSing and having fun and doing what you're doing. But yeah, he should go under here soon. Don't stand in green shit. Of course, all the ads come on the side I'm on. But yeah, Sunfire up. I think that's all I do because I want to conserve mana. Tank gets 4 stacks of poison on them. Wait for the 4 stacks before you dispel, because if you dispel too soon, they will sit on him. Move out of the way for the thing under the ground, unlike the Demon Hunter there, who clearly wants to get hit by everything. It's really crazy to me how people still don't know mechanics at plus 17. Yeah, it's just crazy to me that's Blinding Sand. Make sure you turn. That way you're not blinded. And trying to heal everybody up now. Should be fine. Reapply my dots. And just get out of the way of the spray and turn around for the Blinding Sand. Turn around here, Blinding Sand. Good thing about a healer, you can turn all the way around and still heal. So just because you're turning around doesn't mean people are going to die. I accidentally put Vortex there. I was supposed to put Efflorescence, and I keep pulling them back into the cloud. That is totally my fault. It shouldn't have been Vortex. I should have used Efflorescence is what I was going for. They're right next to each other, so that's my fault. Healing up everybody. We actually don't get these guys dead before I think the snake comes up. I don't know if the tank is just keeping them in the clouds too long or what's going on. Boss is back up, so I'm going to reapply my dots. And he's going to go over there. Blinding Sand should turn. Good job. I should put a hot on everybody because they do take a little bit of damage from that. You got a knot of snakes over there. You get Blinding Sand here. Yeah, wasn't paying attention. And now I'm stuck in the green shit. And I'm dead. So, Blinding Sand got me on that last one. Wasn't paying attention. Probably was bitching at somebody for not doing something they should have. So, that is completely my fault. The good thing is, this is the last round. He's going to die pretty quick. There's a Blinding Sand there. Everyone turns. He's going to die pretty quick. I'm not too worried about health. But yeah, he's going down. So, that was totally my bad on dying. Blinding Sand with the green shit under me is pretty unlucky. But another guy just died. Guess who it is? The Demon Hunter for standing in shit. But I died from standing in shit too. So I should release. I thought the priest was resing us, but he was off healing, which is fine. I don't think I'm going to get the food buff here, but we have 7 deaths, still 21 minutes. We're doing fine. Yeah. Should on these guys, they build up the charge, correct? Correct. The Shadow Priest can dispel magic, which is the charge. And the Hunter and the Demon Hunter can interrupt. Of course, for some reason, they just let these guys accumulate charges. There was a dispel on that one, so I gotta give the Shadow Priest some credit. He dispelled one of them, but it's like for the love of God, just interrupt them. I know everyone has an interrupt but me. It's always exciting. Being the only healer with no interrupt, but it is what it is, you know. I have Typhoon for normal mob interrupts, but of course if you Typhoon these guys, they're not going to move because they're not touching the ground. And yeah, so I have to heal a lot there, probably more than I should have to on a regular mob. He's going to pull all 4, which is fine, as long as the big guys get dispelled and interrupted. For some reason, DPS loves to kill the littler guys first. The big guys are the ones that can hurt the group the most. Right there. Release the charge, everybody went under 50% health. Like, that's the stuff we need to dispel and interrupt. So, there goes another release. Take a decent amount of damage. And, yeah, just trying to keep everybody up, keep my hots up. There's a big mob right there. I've seen multiple groups I've been in use Lust for this next mob coming up. We do not. But, yeah, I mean, honestly and truthfully, I can see saving Lust for the boss. My issue is, this is just a shitty mob. It's just a very shitty mob because how many there are. And the amount of damage they do to random people. I almost used Tranquility there, and I changed my mind. I saw my mouse go over there. Of course, Demon Hunter almost dies. Of course, because he's retarded. And if you are the Demon Hunter, I'm not going to change what I say. You're pretty retarded. You took, I think, more damage than the tank somehow. That's over exaggeration, but that's how I feel. I need a drink here real quick because this next pull can do decent damage if he pulls all 4 together, which 99% of tanks pull all 4 of these together. He goes ahead and pulls. I try to drink as long as I can. I'm back in cat form. Of course, the Demon Hunter, by the time I catch up to him, is almost half health. It's time to throw up my Greed Gross. Now it's time to hot up the tank. And yeah, it's just figuring out. Healing is all about figuring out when you need to heal and who you need to heal at that time. There's no real crazy big delusions. Like, it's weird to say, but the tank has aggro on everything, and he takes the less damage. So, DPS, normally when they start getting low, you have to heal them first. But just keep your hots up on the tank. Holy moly. Holy moly. Yawning like a sumbitch over here. Don't know what's going on. Second boss, it's all about make sure the boss doesn't get a charge. So, little totems, pillars, big ass rocks come up. The rocks give off charges, and I'm just waiting to see where the rock comes off. The rock comes off there first. It looks like the Shadow Priest has that one, so it's okay. There's a second one over here. I don't want the Shadow Priest to have 2, so I go ahead and take this one. As the healer, I get to kind of sit back and enjoy the getting totems. I try to keep my dots up, but my main goal is to make sure he doesn't get a charge. Right there, I got this one, so I'm gonna sit with this one. I think by the end of this, I had something like 40 something charges, just because I don't know how well melee pay attention. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't know how well the Demon Hunter is going to pay attention and actually get one of these totem charges things. Shadow Priest is doing a good job. Hunter's doing a good job. I think the tank even has had one. But the Demon Hunter, like, he just bounces. I guess Demon Hunters just bounce around too damn much. Like, it just annoys the shit out of me. That totem goes up. Hunter does an amazing job jumping in front of it. He turtles it, which is amazing. I don't know how many stacks the Shadow Priest has, so I go ahead and take this one. Could I not have taken it? I'm sure. But, yeah, somebody needs to take that one. The boss almost got a charge there because someone wasn't paying attention. And there's another one right there. I'm going to take that one. And, yeah. So, like I said, as long as the boss doesn't get a charge, it's a pretty simple boss. DPS-wise, Shadow Priest is doing pretty well. I mean, DPS-wise, everybody's doing pretty well. Tanks upper 40s. I'm at 12. I've seen some healers do a shit ton. I'm just not that healer. I just do a shit ton healing. I have no idea how much healing I actually take, or how much healing I actually do in some of these on the boss fights. I know for the entire BG, I think I was in the 60s for this one, for heals per second. So, always positive. I see the Demon Hunter has one. I don't trust him, so I jump in front of this one. Of course, I'm I never go so I don't know if it was issues with how we were DPSing, how we were pulling. I don't exactly know, but I did go during that fight. I'm gonna try to drink real quick. I know the tank's gonna come up here and go through it. As soon as he starts going through it, I need to go through it and heal him, because I believe this one is the fear one. Yes, it is. So keep him hotted. If there's a fear on the tank, take the fear off the tank first. Other than that, take it off yourself. I don't know why they're still up here. I've never seen them just stay right there by the obelisk this whole time. Normally, they do what the tank does, and he kind of runs. I'll dispel the fears, and the DPS will just kill the little guys, and we take the big guy across the bridge. Don't know why we stood up there by the obelisk so long. It's kind of a run now time. Tank's taking a shit ton of damage. Don't really know why. Gonna have to throw a regrowth on him. Again, tank doesn't have the fear, so you take the fear off yourself. If tank has the fear, you go ahead and take it off of him. Hopefully the DPS aren't dumb enough to stack on the tank when one of them has a fear. Efflorescence down, everybody has to run through it. Everybody's going to get a heal from it. And as soon as we go through this mob, we're going to deal with the little bastard at the end of the bridge who's sending all those orbs. Sorry for the squeak, that's my shitty chair. And yeah, so go through the obelisk, time to DPS this guy. Hopefully there's some interrupts, which there are. Get my hots up on everybody. Everyone's stacking on the spring blossoms, which is nice. Not the spring blossom, efflorescence, getting spring blossoms. If you see tranquility pop from now and then, like they just proc 2 times in a row there. That's my major. I know a lot of people say it's not a good major. It's just a very good major for set it and forget it. Just because it does do a good amount of damage, and it also decreases tranquility as a cooldown. So worst case, you need to use tranquility to save the group, because everyone's standing in dumb shit or doing dumb shit. You can. My DPS is going to go up pretty high here just from Sunfire. I do have the Azurite trait for Sunfire, but just putting Sunfire on everybody, letting it crit over 10k, how much he's pulling, it's very nice. So just make sure he's healed up. One of the DPS should be taking care of the orbs and getting them to the skull, so you shouldn't have too much to worry about that. I go ahead and Vortex there. It's a good Vortex in my eyes, just due to the fact that there's a shitload. So it's gonna get the things off the tank. Tank's gonna start taking some damage once they catch up, though. Don't know why the Shadow Priest is taking so much damage until I turn around and see he had a Guardian on him, and it makes sense now. So Orb Guardians are the elites of this little shit. They pop up randomly, and they do pretty crazy types of damage. We should be going to the side to get this other one, but the tank's kind of just sitting in the middle until we nuke this. So nuking. Sunfire, like I said, I'm just putting up Sunfire and letting it just tick and do a shit ton of damage on this many people. And he finally comes over here. Efflorescence is down. We need to kill the Orb Guardians that are protecting the orb. Orb Guardians will take the orb from you and take it back to its place. So you just need to kill them. Pretty simple. Right there, I just had my major proc 3 times in a row. It's pretty crazy. I mean, it's basically 6.5 seconds of tranquility for free, which I can't be upset about. Go ahead and put Efflorescence down again. Tank's going to run through it. We got our second orb in the skull, which is going to open the skull, and now it's time to go to the obelisk. So tank's going to run through the middle. I have seen some tanks mess this up before. When you go to the obelisk, there's 2 pats that come by. If the pats get to you before you get to the obelisk, you are in combat. And if you are in combat yourself right here, it's not that good thing. As you know, go through this and just run. Everyone should take off running. Run. Everyone should run. You should not DPS here. You should not interrupt here. You should literally take off running and get the hell out of here. That's all you should do. Run. So I'm running. These dumb shits don't know what they're doing. The tank does. Everyone else does not. Just run. No need to DPS. No need to interrupt. No need to do anything. If you ran, you would be out of range of the big guy casting, and you would never get hit by anything until he comes to the end. But we're dealing with a bunch of retards here. So somehow we got through this plus 17 as retardville. As you can see, they're still taking a shitload of damage. They're still getting hit by the explosions. I'm just gonna let them die. Like, there comes a point when you're just that retarded, and I'm sorry, you're just that retarded. Just run. I finally typed, "What the hell are you all doing?" Which I believe is a good question. All you have to do is run. You line of sight him here, he cannot hit you with any cast until he comes here, and then you just blow him up. The little exploding guys, scarabs, they blow up on their own. No reason to even have them up here. So, putting my hots on them. I'm gonna DPS because 2 of our DPS died. It's just very, it's crazy. It is insane to me how people can do a plus 17 in time and not know the mechanics. It's very crazy to me. Interrupting. You don't need to interrupt, you dumb shit. Don't need to do it. If you run, you're out of range of all the cast until he comes here, and then that's when you have to DPS him. But, again, my major proc's there, which is super nice. It healed me for like 130k. I'm random major proc, so it can heal everybody in the group for 130, 140k. Pretty quick. As you can see, I'm still upset with how dumb people are, so I'm still typing. I'm that guy. And then here, on this upcoming part, you always kill the Guardians first. Guardians do the most damage. The more time they're alive, the more damage they do. The only chance you have of dying on this boss is 1, standing in dumb shit, which my group clearly likes to do, and 2, not killing the Guardian quick enough. So, clearly that's what's going on. You really shouldn't take much damage here, you dumb retards. Like, I don't understand, man. I swear, sometimes when I heal, I'm like, these DPS are retarded as hell. I should have been DPS. And then sometimes when I DPS, you get a retarded healer who thinks they know what they're doing and can't keep up the tank with one mob. So it's just like, what? I don't even know what to say. Major proc again right there. Good heals for everybody. As you can see, the 76k that just crit there was a major proc. That's what it does. It'll hit twice, 75, 76k. So you're talking about 150, 160k. Everyone just like that, pretty quick. Time wise, we're doing okay. I just checked right there. Mana wise, I'm doing good. Got to kill the Guardian first. Here's the Guardian right here. Tank taunts him back to him. Got to kill the Guardian. Somebody put a skull on him. Was it me? Yeah, it was me. Because I just didn't have faith in this group anymore. I wish there was a group I ran continuously with that I knew was smart and not retarded. But I always do looking for a group. Here's my orb. Some dumbass DPS like to click it right now, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. If you're not the healer, don't click the orb unless you know exactly what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, click the orb. But 90% of y'all have no idea what the fuck y'all are doing. Not 90. That's too high. 10% of y'all have no idea. No, that's too low. I don't know. There's a big group of people that have no idea what the hell they're doing in this game. Especially at this high levels. And for some reason, people, I don't know. I don't know if they get carried. I just don't know. I guess you can buy enough carries where it makes sense. Like right there, the Shadow Priest shouldn't be taking much damage. The orb's been clicked by the Hunter, which is good job. I throw Life Bloom on him, a Rejuve on him, a Germination on him. Cultivation is a good thing here. It just keeps ticking because he's under 60% health. So it keeps reapplying. Again, I'm running from the frogs. There's a place I could have stand where the frogs won't get to me. I thought the DPS know what they were doing enough to kill the frogs, but I was mistaken. As you can see, I don't even think the Shadow Priest is off healing. Clearly. Is he? I don't even know. I don't think he is. He might be. But I'm trying to heal him up and conserve mana. I know we have plenty of time, so I'm not too worried about that. Could have used Swiftman a lot more. There's some stuff I could have done more. Right now is when you lust, because on the third phase you get a in the game lust. You get a free lust. So right now, if you have lust, this is when you lust. You pop all cooldowns right now. This is the big where there's gonna be a shitload of frogs. There's gonna be a shitload of ads. There's gonna be a shitload of guardian. Well, there's one guardian, but there's gonna be a shitload of stuff. As you can see, the guardian's still alive. Like 4 things have died and the Guardian's still alive. That could have wiped us right there because the DPS is that retarded. I would think that the DPS has enough to AoE these frogs down. I'm clearly mistaken. I could go stand where I should on the little ledge on the other side where the frogs won't hit me, but then everyone's out of range with me because they stayed on this side the whole time. So it's a shitty lose-lose situation as a healer. Everyone's doing or bursting as much as they can right now. I'm trying to consume. I'm trying to keep as much mana as I can since I can't talk right now. And yeah, just going through. Shadow Priest doing good damage, of course. Uses the AoE King. Everyone's in the 70s, so it's not horrible. Go ahead and click it now. Start healing them up now. I pop Tranquility because everyone in my group's taking a shit ton of damage. And again, the Demon Hunter is taking a shit ton of damage. You want to know why? Because he's a freaking retard, man. This is when I kind of pop everything. I don't want to stand in that, which I do. I get hit by that lightning for not paying attention. That's on me. Good thing is Wild Growth will go up there. Regrowth still ticking. Rejuve still ticking. Life Bloom's on them. I don't have Iterate, but you shouldn't have to heal in this next phase. So if you run out of mana, it should be fine. We get the in-game haste right here. It's coming. Got to kill the Guardian. Normally the tank will pull the extra mob by the stairs if you need percentage right here, which the Hunter did. If the tank runs too far off the stairs, though, this will reset. So I was really, really worried about that. I've had that happen in a plus 18 where the tank just started pulling all those mobs and went too far from the boss. And yeah, it was stupid. So yeah, DPS in here. Like I said, you shouldn't have to heal here. Everyone should know what they're doing. With the in-game haste that you get, you should be fine here. So everybody's DPSing. The Guardian just went down, so I'm not too worried here. I'll dispel right there. Time-wise, we're not doing too bad. I think we had, 7 deaths? 7 deaths isn't bad. No, 9 deaths now. Sorry about that. Forgot about the 2 from the 2 retards that didn't run from the last obelisk. So we had 9 deaths, 5 seconds apart. That's 45 seconds. It's not bad. And, yeah, we get it done. Temple plus 17. I have no idea how 2 of these DPS get shit done ever. Maybe they just get carried. I don't know. I switched my loot to Feral. I'm trying to get a 465 weapon. But of course I don't. I get nothing, of course. That is my shitty luck in this game. DPS wise, everyone did pretty good. Shadow Priest was in the 80s and then 70. And then tank was 50. I was at 17, I believe it looks like. I see if the Hunter needs the pole arm. He does. He's getting a survival gear set going, which is fine. Can't trade because he got it on the extra roll anyways. I extra roll, hoping to get the same thing. Of course I don't. I have shitty luck. But yeah, DPS-wise wasn't bad. Going ahead of Hearth here. I have no idea why I hit that. Once I get done Hearthing, I'll look at DPS and look at my healing. Try to get all that looked at here, see? But yeah, it was a decent run. A couple retards in the group. Let's see, damage taken, healing, 50k, 51k. 51k healing per second. I can live with that. Damage-wise, it wasn't the best, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe, and thank you for watching. Take care.